Well, welcome back. We are delighted to be with you today.
And I am ready for a miracle, Sri.
We're ready for a miracle. We're going to really dissect and reassemble.
Oh, no. That sounds kind of creepy to me. I don't know.
We're going to explore and understand.
Thank you. That's so much better because I was having visions of biology.
I was getting all mental there,
yeah, no, you were.
Yeah.
And I just got to keep you out of that, baby.
Yeah. Well,
and see how passionate I was about that? Did I have charisma around that?
Did you see how quickly I course corrected?
I was impressed. You're amazing.
As long as you're driving, we get where we're going.
Hardly.
We'll stay out of that topic. All right. Listen, we've got some callers standing by, and we're going to say hi to them. But before we jump right there, I want to remind you of what we just covered.
Absolutely.
Do a quick recap, because we got 4 points on this
diamond. And here's the thing, Guy. We not only do we have the 4 points that form the base of this pyramid of great miracle energy, there's 3 trap doors around the sides. We're going to talk about the trap doors as well.
So passion or charisma, passion is really the fuel that helps shape things.
Indeed.
And whether you call it charisma or passion isn't as important as to recognize that one energy could be more heart-centered and the other could be more greed or power-centered.
Well, it's really 2 sides of a coin, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Passion and charisma, or passionate charisma, however you want to put that together. This is a very important energy to harness through the heart, because with the passionate heart, and we're not talking about emotional passion here. Emotional passion is where you are clipping things out of the magazine and sticking them on the board. What we're talking about is that inner knowing, that passionate recognition that you are flowing, that flow is yours. And it's a very powerful point on our pyramid foundation of miracle manifestation.
And we're going to come back to how to harness it, create it, ignite it after we cover the other points.
Let's do it.
But first, let's go to line 3.
I'd love to go to line 3. Who's there?
We're going to say hi to Eva from Sedona.
Hi, Eva. Namaste, beloved.
Hi.
Hi, sweetheart.
How are you? Hi,
we are delighted to say hi.
I'm delighted to say hi. I love you guys. You're so cute. So thank you.
Thank you.
I have a question, but I have a feeling you're going to answer the question anyway, so maybe I'll do a soul reading. Because my question is that I was working with manifesting. I manifested 2 very huge things in my life almost simultaneously, and they both collapsed almost simultaneously. So my question was going to be around what's wrong with my manifesting or what needs fine-tuning with it. But I think you're already going to tell me that in this question.
well, I love you so much. We love you so much, dear one. I just want to say with you, Ava, that first of all, I love the way that you're phrasing your question, because what you're doing is also reaffirming your extraordinary intuitive capacity. You are brilliantly intuitive, and you're going to be getting more and more brilliantly intuitive as the next few months go on. As a matter of fact, by the end of 2014, I see you stepping into a really I don't want to say different. I think the word they want to offer you is expanded role into who you are. In the moment, I do want to address this, and yes, stay with us for the whole show. We're going to be talking about what happened with you, but I do want to just share this with you in addition with your soul reading. As the rest of the months move forward for you, and you're really manifesting with 8 right now. I mean, huge 8 all around you, 888, which is the archangelic realm, which is the infinite. What it means is that you must dive into the depths of your own fears and look at them before you call anything forward, and see them for what they are. They're an illusion. And the more that you do that, the more things will get more stable. And especially when you take this same energy into this pyramid of miracle manifestation. And so for you, it's about the next 8 months, starting with this 8th month of this year. And it's about recognizing that it's time for you to trust how incredibly intuitive you are. Dive into the fears when they come up. Don't ignore them. Don't table them. Don't push them aside. Look at them, love them, laugh about them, and then move forward. It's going to be that simple and that challenging. And I'm so glad you called today, Angel. Namaste.
Wow. Beautiful. Namaste. Thank you. Love you guys.
We love you too, honey.
Many blessings. Well, I'll tell you, Kira, now that we're in this flow, we've got some callers standing by. I want to take one more call before we jump back into
we want to try and get you all in. I know we have a lot of people standing by. And remember, it's 888-627-6008. If you want to get into the queue, we're going to do our best to get you all on the show. And if we don't, you just call back next week.
Well, we're heading over to line 2, where we have Lori from Canada.
Hola, Lori. Namaste.
Hola to you. Thank you so much for taking my call. I love your show, and you guys too, of course. And I would love a mini soul reading too, please.
Absolutely. And I'm so glad, I have to admit, I'm just sitting here with the Cheshire Cat smile, because everyone who's calling today, it's really about the miracles in your life. And, Lori, as I connect with your energy, I want you to bring one hand to your solar plexus, if it's safe for you to do so right now. And if not, just feel yourself there. But as you bring that hand to your solar plexus, I need to just say one thing. You need to just be telling your body, I love you, I love you, I love you. And you just need to keep saying it with a gentle presence. I love you. I love you. I love you. And to keep saying that over and over again, because the messages that I'm getting for you, a lot of them are originating from your body, your physical body right now. And it's like all of the questions that are coming up, they don't need to be there. And I'm not saying that they don't have purpose. They have purpose. But the reality is that the greatest gift you can give to yourself right now is this constant right into the power center, right into the third chakra. I love you. I love you. I love you. And they're saying that you need to do this a lot. And that the more that you put that energy in, everything's going to calm down, and everything's in a resolution. For you, everything's in a state of resolution. And number 11 is all around you right now. You're looking, to me, I'm seeing November is a great time for everything to get resolved, like really resolved. But you're already in the energy of resolution, and you're in this 1+1 energy. And to remember that the 1 and the 1 still is always going to equal 1. And so the wholeness with yourself is what will bring this resolution forward faster. But it all begins with this, I love you, I love you, I love you. And we love you. And thank you for being here today, Angel. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome, sweetheart.
So let's all take a breath.
I'm still feeling Lori. I got a, baby. Wow. Powerful, powerful, powerful. Okay.
Yeah, indeed.
Whew.
One of the things that I want to remind each and every one of us is that the longer we look at something, the longer we live, the more we're able to appreciate the nuances. And the steps that we're sharing with you today about manifestation, abundance, miracles, whatever words you want to use, are actually nuances. These are principles, these are discernments that can hone your ability and your skill.
Absolutely. And beloved ones, I just want to lay this out there. Many years ago, although I guess it was not so many years ago, Archangel Zadkiel gave us this beautiful practice. It's a miracle manifestation technique. And if you have a copy of our book, 2012, you have a choice. And if you don't have a copy, get a copy. Yeah, you can get it at our website. You can get it at selfascension.com. Go get it. This is a timeless book, or Amazon has copies of it. Just ignore that it has 2012 in the title. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is that this miracle manifestation technique works. And it goes on steroids, so to speak, when you put it inside this pyramid, this training, this teaching that Sri and I have never really put together before, that we're giving you today, because we really felt it needed to come out in this August heat energy. And so imagine this pyramid around you. Now, one of the traps, I think we should talk about one of the traps before we give them the next point in the pyramid, Sri, or do you want to go to the next point?
I want to go to the next point.
All right, we're going to the next point. So let's go there.
Because then it'll all start fitting together.
Yeah.
All right, because you guys have to have the picture in your head.
You do. You absolutely do. So remember, you've got a base of a pyramid, these 4 points, and we've already talked about passionate charisma, passion, charisma. And remember, guys, it's a double-sided energy, so you always want to make sure that's in a perception, that's in the right perspective.
Because passion can inspire charisma, but charisma without heart-centered passion is usually just a manipulation.
Exactly. And that's when you can bring something in that collapses very, very quickly.
Absolutely. Because charisma tends to attract temporary solutions.
Correct.
It inspires people for temporary action.
Right.
But if it isn't grounded in the heart, in the passion.
Well, and I just want to quick say that's where we talked about these chakras, right? If it's coming from safety, sex, power, which is our really quick 1, 2, 3 of the lower 3 chakras, if it's coming from that energy, then it's that other side.
And so often as we're growing in our discernments, we realize that our attitudes and perceptions have been manipulated by the media and the television, etc., which is filled
by the illusion
with stories of domination,
right,
with sexuality and fear. And so let's move to the next point on this pyramid.
This is one everyone wants to hear about.
This is simply the word manifestation.
Woohoo! It's the manifestation point.
But what is that?
Well, I'd like to know. Shri, why don't you tell us?
Well, it's a demonstration of the mirror.
Is it?
Yeah. Manifestation is the artifact or the physical result that mirrors your intentions, your passions, that which you were seeking. So manifestation is truly a way of understanding how the outer world can shift its status quo to support your intention.
Well, that's pretty powerful because I think everybody's always talking about manifestation, laws of manifestation, laws of attraction. And I think this is where we need to start talking about one of the trapdoors here.
Absolutely, because manifestation is the physical demonstration. That's like the miracle.
Right.
But there were other things going on before that happened, and that's where we're going to
Yet it is a point of the foundation. And this, you see this, beloved ones? Do you see how the discernments are so important? It's part of the foundation, even though it's part of the creation and part of the ultimate manifest experience. But this is also where, kind of like between this charisma, this charismatic passion and manifestation, is where one of those traps exists.
And the biggest trap that so many people...
okay, this is one of three.
One of three traps is that your dream, your vision, is dependent upon others.
Yeah, really, I want you guys to take that in, that your dream, your vision, your miracle that you're trying to create. And let's define what dependent upon others really means, Shri, because sometimes we are doing something that has a community around it, but what does dependent upon others really mean?
Let's not get confused here by the fact that a group of people can align around a shared vision.
Absolutely.
That's a whole different thing than what I'm talking about as far as you as an individual learning how to create a life of joy and harmony. And if indeed, because ultimately, if you're seeking to manifest something, it's not the something you want, it's the payoff from having had it. Meaning, it's the energy of joy, it's the energy of harmony, it's the greater security, the love, the peace that comes with that, whatever that is. That's what we're seeking. And when we begin to awaken to the fact that we're not after physical things at all, then our power of creation amps.
And here's the irony, or the beloved irony, is that through that, all your material needs are met, and usually so with such abundance that the mind could have never conceived it to begin with.
Like all good things spiritual, we're going to cycle around these four steps from different points of view.
Exactly.
So we learn, we begin to understand manifestation through the physical, whether it's manifesting the parking space or the better job,
right, or the Jaguar,
or the Jaguar. However, when we begin to later discover we didn't really need the Jaguar, what we wanted was that sense of, and
Agreed.
You fill in the blank.
Absolutely. And so just to wrap up this first trap of being dependent on others, how would we know? Shri, how would I know that I'm dependent upon others, that I'm in one of the trap doors?
Because your dream can't happen until so-and-so does something.
Okay, you hear that, guys? Your vision, your miracle needs to be whole within you. It's about your wholeness. It's about it coming from your wholeness, not based upon, well, if so-and-so does so-and-so, then I'll do. Or how many people say, I'll do it when I retire?
Or if only my kids behave.
Right, or if only. If an if only is part of it, then you need to reevaluate what it is you're trying to bring forward and reevaluate how that's going to look.
And when you think, when you discover that you have this dependency upon others, then that's an invitation to look more deeply.
Absolutely. And so here we are, we're running around our pyramid.
And now the closely related energy, which you could say is just the opposite side of this pyramid.
Actually, when I draw the diamonds, that's actually how I do this one. I put the passion charisma at the top, then I kind of go down to the, what I would call 9 o'clock point of my diamond for manifestation. And now at 3 o'clock.
On the opposite side is abundance.
Woohoo! Manifestation and abundance. Love it.
Now, hey, what's the difference between manifestation and abundance?
Yeah, Shri. I mean, what is there's a lot of difference. Let's talk about that discernment.
Well, abundance is actually the creative energy.
Yeah.
Abundance is actually the flow. And it is the ignition point, that will allow that
that
the
passion to come forward.
Visible.
But Shri, here's abundance is also probably the most misunderstood, manipulated, and really cashed in on word that's out there. And I really want to take a minute and talk about this law of attraction and The Secret. And I'm sorry, guys, I have to address this head on, because have you guys realized that most, not all, but most of the people in The Secret, let's see, you have one who wound up literally killing some people, quote unquote, accidentally, but spent time in a federal penitentiary. You have one who's just out there literally selling greed. I've been to all of his websites, and it's all just about greed, greed, greed. The only one making money is him. You have a few others out there that are so
Flash in the pan,
right. But they did a really good job enticing people through lower chakra energies, which is why it didn't last, which is why so many of the people that were in that film have wound up having severe personal issues, because they also they fell into one of the trap doors, which is a very powerful trap door, and it's called simply ego compensation. And ego compensation, my angels, is side by side when you start thinking that you can manipulate things from the purpose of sole financial gain.
Financial gain, or we're seeking fame because we feel insecure. We're seeking money because we believe in scarcity,
right,
etc. So a compensation. And when you say ego compensation, what we're saying is that their motivation was not grounded in the ascended heart.
And see, this is the difference between the abundance, and this is such a huge, we could do like a whole show on this, because true abundance is your flow. True abundance is you are abundantly with form, right? You are abundantly on this planet. You are abundantly either filled with joy or filled with less than joy. But everything is, this is a planet of bounty. This is the Horn of Plenty. You're here.
And so it's once we recognize that abundance is the creative capacity of the universe, it's this ever birthing energy, that nothing is static in our universe.
Right.
We live in a, quote, abundant universe. Well, therefore, abundance is your birthright. You're made of it.
And you know what, guys? If you want to have fun, it's kind of a shake your tail feather thing. It's a bun dance. Get it? Yeah. But it is. It's that shake, have fun. We are abundant on this planet, which means that when you have that across from manifestation in this pyramid of miracle energy, you are abundantly manifesting all the time. And then when you unify that with your passionate charisma, be careful.
Well, that turns on the accelerator. That's the fuel in the engine, is that passion.
And the recognition that you're always manifesting. You're always abundant.
And therein lies the rub.
Does it? Tell me about the rub, baby.
Let's look at this. You got abundance on one side and manifestation on the other. So the question is, what are you manifesting? Because you are
abundantly manifesting.
Yes. When you start witnessing your life, when you start seeing what is there, then that it gives you a signal as to your unconscious intention.
Absolutely.
And we're going to get to that in a minute.
Well, and I want to talk about, we had a caller a few weeks ago, Shri, who called in because she was in the middle of a foreclosure. Yeah. And the reality is I love this dear woman so much. I mean, we are so blessed, bar none. I think we have the best audience in the whole planet. We are so blessed. But I remember her years ago when I was with her in person, and this woman is powerful, and she's a manifester. And this foreclosure, she was abundantly manifesting a passionate foreclosure. And the reality is that we have not given you guys the fourth piece of this triangle, or of the base of the pyramid, nor have we given you the final trap door. But the reality is that no matter what it looks like, no matter what's happening in your life, you first must just sit down with yourself and realize that you abundantly manifest it, because you are constantly that powerful. And then it's okay, if I'm that good at manifesting this foreclosure, how can I become really good at manifesting something that's just the opposite? And that's a gift. So no matter what's happening to you, if it's happening in a big way, I want you to do your abundance. I want you to realize that what you're proving to yourself is that you are that powerful.
Absolutely. And the thing to remember is, okay, I am abundant. Mm-hmm. So what am I seeing in my life?
And it's not about sitting in a room going, I am abundant. I am abundant. I am abundant. That's the picture on the oak tag.
So the question is, are you feeling victimized by life? Are you running victim energy? Is there a lot of fear of poverty?
Because you can be passionately victim-y. You can be passionately poverty conscious. You can be passionately, do you guys see this? You see what you're bringing into that pyramid? Because the universe is neutral.
the universe will indeed reflect back to you so that your consciousness can expand.
Exactly.
And once you get it, you're done. You're done with it.
I got it. Get it. Got it.
Go get it. You know,
get it. Got it. Done.
Go pay attention to what's actually manifesting.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, it's a signal of a healing need.
Very true.
Because deep within our psyche are lots of fractures. And it's silly to think that you can just ignore it.
Yeah.
It's sort of like putting on a low heat on the back burner, and you can go for a long time before that thing causes a problem on the stove.
But when it does, it's nasty because it's been brewing for a long time.
Now, I want to give you the fourth step, and then we're going to come back and talk about how they all interact.
And we'll give you the last trapdoor. So let's do that before we take our break.
Okay. So number 4 is intention.
Now, I want you guys to take that in. So now if you were looking at your pyramid, which is this foundation, right? We've just given you the foundation of a pyramid. And when we come back from our break, we're going to show you how to draw all that energy up and create the crystalline matrix from whence you can birth all this. So it would be at 12 o'clock, we have our passionate charisma. At 9 o'clock, we have manifestation. At 3 o'clock, we have abundance. And right down here at 6 o'clock, kind of right across from that passionate charisma, is our intention.
And those corners talk to each other.
And I want you to add the word sacred, guys. I want you to add the word sacred to your intention, because when we add the word sacred to our intention, we are clear how we are intending.
Yeah, that is one of the secrets.
Did I already reveal that? Oh, shame on me. Well, before I reveal anything else.
Your intention is your focused motivation. Your focused motivation, because we can have the intention to become president of the company, and meanwhile we sit on the couch eating Fritos, watching soap operas.
Saying one day when, one day when,
well, my intention
one day
is to be
when.
president. No, focused intention is an active principle. It's an application of the creative principle of all life.
Right.
Because you're always creating, there has to be some guidance for the creation.
Absolutely.
And so our guidance is largely unconscious at first.
Yeah.
And yet is it? And here's the piece where it gets funny.
Let's hear it.
We took birth with intention.
True. Absolute. There it is.
And
bottom line.
We
Bottom
dropped
line.
Through the veil of forgetfulness.
Yep.
Whoa, boy.
Hey baby, here I am.
And I'm.
Oh my God.
And a lot of times it takes a while to make conscious the reason we took birth.
Very true.
When people ask, what's my purpose? What's my meaning? What's my mission?
Yeah.
And that intention, that sacred intention, could be contrary to the ego's passions.
Well, and this is why, we've so far talked about 2 trapdoors. When we come back, we're going to talk about how all these come together to form the full crystalline matrix. Thereby, your miracle energy is always available to manifest in the way that is of your highest. And we've also talked about 2 of the 3 trapdoors. When we come back, we're going to talk about the 3rd trapdoor. We're probably going to speak with a few more callers.
We are. We're
going to tie this all together.
We're going to say hi to you, but first, let's take a commercial break. We'll be right back.